Back at the lot clearing where the new 160 was dropped off. As you can tell, the new 160 is not here because I didn't trust them to work here with the new 160, because this is what happens when I'm not here. So that's why they got the old machine to work with. But it's wet, muddy, and we're going to try to get this knocked out today. Hopefully. Alright, I'm back up here taking some trees down. They left me the good ones. Get this one dropped down. I want to save this big pine to my right, but drop this humongous poplar tree behind it. But it's got to fall through this little narrow opening right here, because it can't fall the other way because there's not enough room. So, you like threading a needle with a 25-inch poplar tree, 24. I'll get it though. It might break some branches off this pine tree, but I'll finesse it down through there somehow. That's not happening. Skid steering is not going to happen today. Got some bees over there. That's why I got the door shut. It's kind of nice this morning. After all that rain, it kind of cooled off. But I dug up a bee nest right there, and I prefer not to get stung first thing this morning. That would just put a damper on the day right there. Cleaned up, and then that's the next tree right there that I've got to thread down through there somehow. We'll be back. So I've got to take down these two pine trees here next, and you just got to figure out the best way to drop them, because I can't drop it that way because it's going to get all up into the tree branches of that one. and break them off, and we're trying to save that big tree here. So I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to drop them back away and probably just sacrifice a tree over there, because there's really no point in working around a nice big tree and trying to save it if you break all the branches out the top trying to drop some other trees. So I think I'm just gonna have to do that, send it up through there and take that one tree with the ribbon down. That's what I'm gonna, yeah, that's the plan, Stan. So that's where it's gonna have to go. I can't drop it to my right behind me because it's gonna destroy there's like 4 trees we're trying to save on this entire house lot. And if I go and break all the branches off of them, they're gonna look horrible. And there's absolutely no way to drop these trees without knocking the branches off the trees I'm trying to save. So like I said, it's just gonna have to go off into the woods up there, which is still this lot. Just means I'm gonna have to take another tree down, I think. Hopefully this darn thing falls. It's gonna be a little challenging since the roots are grown into that big one. That big one's probably gonna be a little more difficult. I'm having to swing it uphill. Probably going to destroy some stuff up there since it's twice the size. entire top out of it. And I don't really have enough room in between the lot to drop it sideways because the tree's probably over 80 feet tall and the lot's like 70 feet wide, 75 feet wide, and it's 15 feet over from the edge, so that makes it go over the line. So I'm going to try to diagonal it across the back corner. It's going to wipe out a couple of them little small saplings, but ain't a whole lot I can do. Sure to get a helicopter in here in the top. Get all these roots chopped real good. Luckily it's a poplar tree and they have real shallow root systems. Perfect. It only wiped out that one little tree. Happy with that. Minimal destruction. It's always good. I'm trying to pick a few roots out. Can't get them all, but you can get most of them. So everything is cleared now. Pretty much doing the cleanup work, even though it's muddy. Doing the best we can to break through it and get all the debris out. Smear the mud around, and got to finish hauling off the logs. I got one more load there, and we got a big dump truck load right there. Dump truck trailer load right there. It's pretty much clean up everything. Well, at least it didn't rain last night. We got one more load of stone to bring in this morning, and I'm going to jump on the 160 and go out there and start kind of spreading the mud out. Got about 2 inches of rain the day before. So we got everything hauled out yesterday, the logs, rest of the brush. So now all it is pretty much go out there and just kind of rough grade it out, get it a little bit better when they build the house, do the septic. It's going to tear everything up, but at least get it where it will drain water until then. Well, I'm waiting on one more load of stone here for the driveway. I'm going to make a parking area right there behind the 160. It's not the prettiest in the world, but I was able to go out there and smear around all that mud, get it where at least it'll drain, kind of rough grade everything out. Got the 160 shoveled off, so once he brings that load of stone, dumps it out, hook to the trailer, and load up the 160. I'll spread the rock out, and then load this up, and we are off to another project. And that's a wrap. Driveway put in, culvert, trees removed, mud smeared around. Off to another one.